Hi, I'm Kevin with Hot Shot Secret and Frantz Filters. We're installing the Frantz oil bypass system on this 2007 GMC Sierra 2500. This truck has the 6.0 gas engine, however the Frantz filter kit works on both gas and diesel engines. The Frantz bypass filter is the most efficient oil filter commercially available. It's designed to keep oil clean and free from contamination for thousands of miles beyond your typical oil interval change. It extends both your oil change interval as well as the life of your engine through reduced wear caused by poor lubrication. You're adding this bypass oil filter system in addition to the OEM filter already installed on your vehicle from the factory. Now that you know what we're installing, let's get into how we're going to do it. First step, you want to get all the tools needed for the job. You'll need an oil filter wrench, 11mm socket, 13mm socket, 3/8 inch ratchet, 1.5 inch socket, 9/16 wrench, 3/8 inch wrench, flathead screwdriver, oil filter, and motor oil. Then you want to lay out all of the components that come with the kit. This includes the Frantz filter canister, which has the filter media already inside, braided steel or rubber hoses depending on the kit, an oil filter cap to fit the GM 6.0 engine. My GMC needs an oil filter sandwich plate that comes with the Duramax kit. 90 and 40 degree elbows for the hose connections, self-tapping screws or powerful magnets to mount the filter housing bracket to the frame. And finally, some single-use sealant thread to put on each of the fittings when you fit the system together. Before you start the install, go ahead and drain the oil and remove the OEM filter. Select a place in your engine bay for the Frantz filter housing. We're using an empty space designed for a second battery. Choose a place where it can be easily accessed in the future to change the filter media. The kit comes with self-tapping screws. You can also attach the bracket to the frame, but there are already heavy-duty magnets available, and that's what we're going to use today. Once you have the location selected, you can start to dry fit the Frantz filter canister to the bracket and position it at a right angle for the location you selected. If you're going with the magnets, secure those to the back of the bracket first. We're using 3 of them. Then use the provided bolts and lock washers to attach the canister to the bracket. Then ensure the filter canister clamp is tight by twisting the black knob to make sure there won't be any leaks. Once the canister is attached to the bracket, you can get the braided lines connected to the inputs labeled in and out on top. In will come from the OEM oil filter, out will go to the engine oil fill cap on top of the engine. The kit comes with a new oil fill cap that has an adapter to link the return oil line hose. Make sure before you install it, you put the O-ring on it. Choose a 90-degree fitting and attach the female end of the quick connect adapter in the kit. Take the hose from the Frantz filter and attach the male end of the quick connect. Connect the hose to the oil fill cap and tighten the connections. Place the bracket housing back to where you dry fit it and make sure you secure it before connecting the hoses. If it's good to go, run the outline towards the top of the engine and the oil fill cap. Run the braided line from the in input down to the OEM filter connection. Now we're going to lift the truck up to work underneath at the OEM oil filter location. Before we attach the sandwich plate to the OEM oil filter location, we need to attach the hardware and the hose that will connect to the engine bay. Choose a fitting that has an angle that works best for you. Add a little sealant on the threads of the fittings and use a 9/16 wrench to tighten the fittings into the sandwich plate until it's secure. Before you install the sandwich plate to where the OEM filter is located, make sure to double check the O-ring is on the sandwich plate. Secure the sandwich plate, then screw the included post seal into the sandwich plate. Use the 1.5-inch socket and secure it to the post seal and then tighten into the adapter. Put one hand on the sandwich adapter to make sure it doesn't turn while you tighten the post seal. Make sure the oil line is tight. A 9/16 wrench does the trick. Now attach a new OEM oil filter to the post seal. Hand tight is fine. Put fresh oil in the system. This ensures you're getting the most out of the filter change interval. Before you start the truck, double check that all the connections are tight. Then start the truck and perform a visual inspection for leaks. Let the truck idle for 5 minutes, then check the oil. See if it needs an extra quart or half a quart. Once that's complete, your work is complete. Make sure to check for leaks periodically over the next 500 miles to confirm that nothing is shaken loose. Thanks for watching.